Welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on S3. Thank you for joining us. If you just tuned in, welcome. Now, today we are covering a topic that affects, I think, many families. Allergic skin reactions, which can be rather uncomfortable and also worrisome. Now, here to help us understand these reactions better and shed some light on this rather important issue is renowned pediatrician and allergologist Claudia Gray. Claudia, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Yeah, glad we're talking about this because just off air we were talking about how bad allergies all of a sudden got over the past 2 weeks with, look, we're happy summer's here, but that comes with a lot of allergies. But we are honing in on skin, allergic skin reactions. So first and foremost, I think, take us through what are we talking about when you talk about allergic skin reactions?
Yeah, so Ewan, first of all, this is a huge topic. And as you say, we're not talking about sniffly noses and tight chests.
Yeah.
Today we're focusing on the skin.
The skin.
Despite that, it's a huge topic with lots of sub-areas. So when we're talking about skin reactions, allergic skin reactions, we really mean a reaction of the skin to something that really shouldn't be dangerous. But your body has misinterpreted it and is wrongfully reacting against it, causing skin lesions of all shapes and sizes. So if we look at our broad categories, we're talking eczema. I think most people know eczema, sort of fine, red, incredibly itchy rash, often in the creases.
I didn't actually know that's an allergic condition.
Well, it's in the allergic umbrella,
okay.
but we'll talk about that just now. And then the second big category is the hives, or the urticaria is the medical terminology for that. And those are sort of more sudden onset rashes. They can be little white or red circles, and characteristically each lesion disappears within 24 hours, but it might reappear in different places. Of course, we can have other nuances such as contact reactions, where someone's reacting to earrings, for example, or belts, or skin products, or hair products. We can have papular urticaria, which is a reaction to an insect bite, where you get one bite, but the whole area erupts. So there are many facets to this term called skin allergic reactions.
Absolutely. I think one of the most challenging things, I think specifically if we focus on children, for parents to identify what triggers these allergic reactions. I mean, where do we even start? Let's say your kid presents with an eczema, or how do you go about that as a parent?
Well, you start with an excellent history. If you're visiting a healthcare practitioner, that's where it all starts. And sometimes you can see a pattern. So a lot of conditions are misunderstood. And here it depends entirely on what skin reaction you're talking about. So let's talk about hives. That might be easier. The parent might find, every time my kid eats scrambled egg, there are hives around the mouth, and that could be part of a greater reaction. You might find, well, every time I'm in cold water, I get hives. Or every time I'm sick with a virus, I get hives. So hives can even have different nuances. There's a completely separate condition called chronic spontaneous urticaria, where long-term your skin just produces too much histamine out of the blue, so not even triggered by a particular allergy, and that's massive histamine over-release. If you think about something like eczema, everybody always walks into my room saying, what is my child allergic to? Thinking there's a magic bullet that they can remove from their diet or environment, the eczema will be dramatically better. That's not the case, a lot more complicated than that. So eczema is predominantly genetic, but you'll find that there are some triggers which make it worse, like heat and sweating, swimming with the chlorine, stress in adults, they often get hand eczema, and even sickness. So when kids are sick, their eczema flares. So in terms of causation, we're talking completely a huge spectrum, which may be from life-threatening allergic reactions to something that's completely out of the blue without a specific trigger.
Yeah, I think it's also, if you as a parent and as a human being, you walk the journey, you start getting to know your body as well, and you start, recognizing what to look out for. But at what point do we need to come and see you? What is that kind of turning point where you would say, listen, now you need to get to the doc for this?
Yeah, so I think with the rashes, the turning point is quite early because they're quite difficult to self-diagnose and they're often misunderstood and they're treated so
that's the
differently.
challenging thing, yeah.
For example, hives respond beautifully to the neurogeneration antihistamines, but eczema doesn't. So you need to know what you're dealing with. You need to know, is it just the skin or is it part of a greater reaction? Because that one could be life-threatening, one could be pretty
Yeah,
nothing really
like
to
normal
nothing
allergic,
really to worry about. So for this reason, because there's such a wide variety and it's so misunderstood, I always think rashes deserve to be seen, and they're often misinterpreted even in the family practice level. I get so many people who've had hive episodes, spontaneous hives, who've had allergy tests which came up with false positives. They've taken everything out of their diet. They come to me and I say, it's got nothing to do with food. This is just a histamine reaction in your skin.
Wow.
So I think see your practitioner early.
Yeah, especially if you are unsure, rather just
Absolutely.
Claudia, thank you very much. I know this is quite a challenging topic. I mean, you obviously carry all the knowledge, but to convey that in terms of for us people to understand it, that is the
Yes.
challenging part. But thank you very much. I
Absolutely.
mean, it is allergy season right now, but here's a chance for you to win this morning. CETICIT giving you, or CETICIT giving you the chance to win 2,000 Rand cash this morning. All you need to do is simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages and tell us what's the most common trigger for your allergic skin reactions. Don't forget to include that hashtag CETICIT. The competition closes tomorrow. That's Friday, the 18th of October. And remember, T's and C's do apply. And you can find them on our website, expressoshow.com. Take care of your skin.